Hello and welcome to another bonus episode of No Small Roles. A D&D podcast where there are no small roles, but plenty of interdimensional traps for your mum.
Hey! Your mum!
Your mum.
Joke.
It
Your
sounds
mum's
like
a
a joke,
painter.
but it's just
our
what's
mum.
happened to mum.
Just your mum.
Don't say that.
Nah, we're going to save her.
Dar's going to save her.
She's
hope so.
scrabby.
Yeah. My name is Daryl Bailey, and I have the utmost privilege of being your dungeon master once more. And with me at the virtual table today is the Mayastani family. Say hello, Mayastanis.
Hello.
Right. Whilst Rox frantically tries to remember the plot of Jason and the Argonauts, let's roll the theme tune. So, last we left off, the Mayastanis had successfully entered into a demiplane within the book, The Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale, and had spoken to the villagers to get the lay of the land. They learnt that in the highest point of the village, in a large manor house, resides the party's quandary, Arrant Quill, the former hero and member of the Harpers. Contrary to what the Mayastanis had learnt about him in regards to being corrupted, the villagers described him as a kind soul who looks after the villagers. Even more curious still is the fact that he currently shares his space with a beholder named Renica, who has somehow managed to enter into this demiplane and is capable of entering into the dreams of the villagers. Some friendly conversation with the locals reveals that there is to be a ball this evening at the manor where any and everyone is invited. After a few drinks, more flirtation, and some awkward invasive handshakes, the Mayastanis advance towards the manor in preparation to learn more of the truth. After Rox fails to pick the lock to the front door, Dar uses his unique abilities to phase everyone through the outside walls of the manor and inside its lounge.
Thanks, Dar.
You're welcome.
The family then stealthily and tentatively poke around the ground floor and end up in the dining room, containing an oddly charismatic painting. Upon touching the painting and choosing to not resist its effects, Rox ends up being sucked into the painting and into yet another interdimensional space, arriving at a banquet, devoid of company but with plenty of food. However, despite the tempting food abound, Rox chose to leave through the nearby door.
Ignore that plot hook.
Ignore that plot hook completely, which is fine. She chose to leave through the nearby door of the banquet
Rox
room.
wanted it to finish at episode 2.
She did. So I'll just have this candied yams, and I'm like, you fail every check. You die. Game over. However, despite the tempting food, Rox chose to leave through the nearby door, which led her into, you guessed it, another interdimensional space.
Way.
This time being a forest. As she arrived, she perceived the presence of 4 Medusas advancing towards her, and a small country house with a brown door just beyond 2 of the creatures. With the adrenaline kicking in, Rox shot forth 2 beams of Eldritch Blast as she made a break for it. And that's where we left it.
I am so much more versed on my character than I was at the end of the last one.
Yes.
Listening to that, I'm like, Eldritch frickin' blast. Come on, Gaskin.
Come on.
Come on, Gaskin.
So,
Gaskin.
absolutely everyone, regardless of where they are, has to roll initiative.
No.
now.
Oh.
Yeah. Bring it on.
But I'm just sat in the dining room.
Oh my gosh. Dead blood.
Oh dear. It's not high.
It's not as good as it should have been.
Okay. 25 to 20. Nope. Okay. 20 to 15.
15.
15. And you are Ray. I was about to say, who are you? Stupid.
I just keep forgetting what my name is, to be honest.
15 to 10.
12.
Oh, snap. Who has the higher dex?
That is a good question.
I got 2.
I got a +3.
Ooh.
So, Dar?
Yeah.
Am I gonna die?
Say that, Mum.
Dar.
Is lots of people gonna die?
We're gonna die.
He's got lower than 10. 10 to 5.
7.
7.
Oh, little duck.
Ray, what have you got? Hang on. No, Ray
got 15.
Yeah, he's got 7. 15.
Rolled a
yeah,
6.
I rolled a 6 as well.
Nice.
And yet somehow...
I only rolled an 8.
I have the best initiative. That's why I'm so annoyed that I rolled so low.
I have the worst initiative. That's why I'm annoyed I rolled so low.
Don't worry. The Medusas rolled lower than you.
I get to not do anything before them.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Top
kill
of
them.
order. You're going to kill them. Maybe.
Maybe.
Ray, what are you doing for your initiative? You are in the dining room. The painting is directly in front of you to your right. What are you doing?
I can't remember. Did I see Mum disappear through it?
You all did.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm following Mum because I'm like, what the fuck is she doing?
Okay.
Oh no, we all going to end up in different places.
Oh no.
Okay.
There was a dice roll. What does it mean?
Oh god. How can I protect you all if you are in different places?
This is fun.
TPK!
As I kind of go to touch to go in it, I was just like, come on, we've got to go get Mum.
Ray, you touch the painting. Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh. That's an unnatural 21.
Beautiful. So you touch the painting and you feel this power, this compulsive power come take over your body. Like you feel it all around you. And with that roll, you have the choice of resisting or going with its effects. Like, do you submit to the sensation of being pulled into wherever the painting wants to take you, or do you resist?
I'm gonna submit, but I'm gonna really think of Mum
Cool.
and hope that it kind of like take me to my mum.
Sure. So Dax, you watch as Ray just thins out imperceptibly, swirls around into the air, goes into the painting. I'm gonna go straight into this. Ray, you open your eyes. You emerge into a room unlike any room you've seen before.
Or any other character has seen before.
Oh no.
The walls, the floor, and the ceiling aren't made of any material you've ever seen. It's not stone, it's not brick, and it's not wood. All around you, all you see is cloud. And you look beneath your feet, and you are standing in the sky? You can only take a step. There's a ripple, a reflective sheen as far as you can see.
It's like Kirby in Dreamland.
I was thinking of the Salt Lake, but never mind.
I know none of those references.
I don't know what's happening.
It's one of 3 video game references I have. It was a very early Game Boy game.
Yeah.
It's like Little Big Adventure 2.
Yeah.
No one else?
You look in front of
Grace is
you,
blank.
you watch the ripple that your step took, and you look up as you hear a vroom, a rush, vroom, and not even 10 feet away from you, a giant rock, eyes red, beak dripping with saliva, is staring down right at you. Make a perception check, please.
Is that a type of bird then? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Because I was
Giant
like
bird.
a rock with. Oh.
ROC.
One of those
Rock.
little pet rocks with goggly
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
Just a massive boulder flying through the sky.
Perception check, you say.
Yep.
But I just rolled a natural 1, so.
A natural 1.
Yeah.
This bird is so big, and you look around quickly to see if you can go back the way you came. There isn't a door.
Oh, no.
And even though it looks like there's infinity all around you, it's quite clear the wings are slightly brushing an imaginary wall, even though the walls are clouds. And this bird is all you can see.
Oh, my goodness.
What would you like to do?
Does it look scary?
As I said, its eyes are red and its beak is dripping saliva as it's just beating its wings staring at you.
It might just have really bad hay fever or a streaming cold, Daryl.
That does sound pretty scary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start backing away from it to hopefully see if I can see where Mum is. But I just got so distracted from that bird that I didn't see very well. So hopefully walking slowly away from it will help me see where Mum is.
How far do you want to back up?
Till it starts to attack me.
Quick question. I can't
Yeah?
remember, Ray. Did you stop being invisible?
Was I invisible?
Yeah, you were
You were.
invisible.
I turned you invisible before
That's
we went
right.
into the house, but I can't remember whether or not you're still invisible.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Oh, well
I
done.
don't think we'd attacked
Is it an
anything
hour?
or done anything to make
Yeah,
it drop.
it's long
No.
time.
Am I talking rubbish?
I should have written that sort of stuff in my notes.
Yeah. Concentration up to an hour.
I'm still invisible then.
You were invisible then. Then, because I said it was looking in your direction, I'm going to roll a perception check to see if it's noticed anything about.
That's very fair of you, Daryl.
Oh,
To be fair, you did say
that
it's
is a
ripple.
natural 1.
Yay!
It rolled a natural 1. It's just there. It's just there. It's sniffing about. It feels that something is different, but it's not sure.
I've started moving it backwards, but I have then practically like I heard my brother, my twin in my head going, oh yeah, I made you invisible. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm invisible. Stay still.
Cool. You haven't taken any actions yet. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I'm just trying to stay, like, make sure that I'm like making my breathing really calm so that it doesn't figure out where I am. But I am just like, now I've got over like the initial shock of it. I'm trying to look and see if I can see Mum anywhere.
You don't see it anywhere.
Shit.
All you can see is clouds and water, as far as you can see. Just give me a ballpark figure of how much you've backed up.
Let's say. Okay, well, wait a minute. If the water is underneath me, that's ripply, right?
Yeah.
With that, well, you rolled a natural 1 perception, so.
Yeah, so it's not even noticed that.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to say I've backed up about 20 feet.
20 feet. You're an experienced person, you know how to measure distance with your feet. You know you don't even make it that far.
Oh.
As after about 10 feet, you feel that you can't go back any further. There's a wall behind you. Like, you can't describe it. It's not like a smooth slab of stone or anything. It's just, you can't move back any further. This is as far back as you can go. But you turn and look at where you can touch, and there's nothing there. It's just sky. And you turn back the other way. The rock is at the other end of this room.
So, like, can I put my hand through the wall when I turn and look at it? Or is it still, like, stopping, but it just looks like something's stopping me, but it looks like I could go further?
It looks like it can go further. And in fact, the ripples from your feet, when you do maybe do a half turn to try and look behind you, ripple out beyond that way. But your
Whoa.
hand doesn't pass through anyway. You just touch a surface.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Is what is going through her head.
You still have movement, and you.
Games are so much harder without message and sending.
Yeah.
And would it even work? So
I mean, interplanar. Oh, God.
I made demiplanes within demiplanes, and
Yeah.
does that work?
Sending would. There's like a 6% chance it wouldn't send or something. I think with
Is
sending.
it 25? Can't remember.
It's a really
It's
strange
at 5%.
amount. It's
Yeah.
a mood point, isn't it?
Well-
None of us have it.
That thing's look pretty vicious. It's highly likely it could have eaten my mum. And that's not very good. So I am going to fire my short bow at it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Roll an attack roll.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
27.
Oh, and as I'm hidden, will I get sneak attack?
I'd allow it.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Once you've attacked, the invisibility does stop, though.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
You get your one
It's
sneak
on
attack in
now.
though. You get your one sneak attack in.
You've got the one, but yeah, Dar would realise that the spell is not working anymore.
Oh, it would drop. You'd feel it drop.
I'd feel it drop. Because it's a concentration as well, so I'd have to be concentrating on it. That I would no longer need to be concentrating on it.
I sense a disturbance in the force.
Yeah.
22 points of damage total.
Nice. Nice.
Shoo! It straight into its shoulder, whoosh, sinks right in, and you hear this hideous howl. And as it looks dead right at you, as you've just appeared and shot it. And I'm gonna roll its initiative now. Oh gosh, that's pretty good. But you won't take an action until the next turn. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm going to shout at it. Where's my mum?
It just screeches. It's a horrible sound.
Well, that's helpful.
This thing is big.
Oh.
Anything else?
I'll probably just shake a bit.
Dar, it is your turn.
Cool. So, having seen Ray be pulled into a painting, after Mum has already been pulled into a painting, and then felt that Ray is no longer invisible, I'm really torn about whether or not to go and help Ray or to look after Dax, because I don't want to abandon him. So, I am going to turn to Dax and say, Dax, I think something's up. You go in first, I will follow straight after.
Okay.
And I'm going to ready an action, so to speak, that once Dax has gone into the painting, then I'm going to follow him into the painting.
Should we go through together? If I'm allowed to say that, not to make it.
Well, sure, let's try. And hold out a hand.
Is Dar being nice to Dax?
Oh,
This is nice.
I mean, Mum, it's life and death. Literally life and death.
Yeah, I hold out a hand.
Cool.
Do you take it, Dax? Give me a hand. Bloody hell.
Wait, you've got to wait about 6 seconds until you find out.
Okay, we'll just wait 6 seconds. Yeah.
Cool. DM to players, would you resist, even if you succeeded on a charisma saving throw, would you submit or resist its effects?
I would submit to it, having seen the others go in.
Yeah. You want to go into the painting, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume I would submit.
I'm not feeling like we should have said no to going in the painting.
Yeah.
It's feeling like a regret at this point, but you know.
It feels very like what the Maestanis would do, though.
Yeah.
Feet first.
You guys hold hands, you take a deep breath, you touch the painting, and you both whoosh, get sucked into the painting. You don't feel any sensation at all, but for some reason your eyes were closed. You open your eyes up, you both huddle down, you look down to the ground, but there's not ground, but water. Reflective water, as far as you can see. And as soon as you land, all you hear is this giant rock is in front of you, and your sister is behind you with a crossbow bolt going, and you're in the space with the rock and with Ray.
Ray, where's Mum?
She's not here.
It's still your
do
turn.
I was gonna say, do I have actions and things?
Of course, yeah, you just do. You haven't used any movement whatsoever.
Oh god. I'm not gonna move anywhere. I am going to panic and summon a draconic spirit.
Wow, what does that do?
Whoa, yeah.
I'm just gonna. So, you call forth a draconic spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. It resembles a dragon of the chosen family. It's an ally to you and your companions, and in combat it shares my initiative, but it takes its turn immediately after mine.
Fantastic.
Basically, I summon a very large blue dragon. Directly in front of the rock. So like,
Yes.
yeah, it's not even like a wave of hands or anything like that. There is no finesse in the way this dragon comes out, but suddenly, poof, in the sky, ahead of the rock.
Brilliant.
It's there. It's floating. It is, a big old blue dragon. In some ways, very similar to myself.
Ah,
In an actual dragony large dragon thing.
amazing. And does it take its turn immediately after this turn? Or is it next
Immediately
round?
after mine, apparently, it says.
Brilliant.
Yep, so as it appears, I just shout, "Protect us!" So then I'm not going to move anywhere else. I'm not going to use any bonus actions or anything.
Cool.
Then the dragon's turn. It has a multi-attack, so it's going to use its breath weapon against the rock first.
Amazing.
So it exhales a stream of lightning, blasting out energy from its mouth, and the rock has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Natural 20.
Cool.
Oh no.
Cool. So it takes 2 points of lightning damage
Oh.
because it's still half on a success. But then the dragon also gets a bite and a claw attack.
Ah.
So it's just going to then, after blasting lightning out of its mouth, it's just then going to try and tackle the rock in midair.
Great.
So the first one is a 21 to hit.
Now it hits.
That one hits, lovely. And I'll just roll the second one and then do all the damage together.
Sure.
The second one is an 11. Does that hit?
Does not hit.
Nah, okay. So that is 11 piercing damage altogether from the dragony boy.
Cool. It rushes the rock gets hit, its head kind of knocks back a bit, but it immediately just snaps back and is looking at the dragon. As it torqued its neck from the hit, Dar, you notice just beneath its legs there is a brown door behind the rock.
Ooh, tasty. Door over there, door.
Is that your turn?
That's it, I'm done.
Okay. Next, it is Rocks.
This is now a confusing name in this context, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wait until she gets turned into rock.
Hey!
In my head, I'm also just imagining Dwayne The Rock Johnson as a bird.
Absolutely.
Every time.
With the bird, I'm like, is the bird cooking?
Yeah.
Because we can all smell it.
I was imagining Dwayne
gosh.
Fabulosa. I don't know why.
Because he rocks.
He is also a blue dragon, just saying.
Oh, it's all
yeah.
connected.
Hashtag spoilers.
Dwayne.
That completes the circle of life.
100% calling this
canon.
dragon Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, question, DM.
Yes.
Can I see the door that I've come through?
No. That's gone. There is no door that you have come from. You just appeared.
I feel like you did say that at the end of the last one.
I checked it through, you didn't see any doors, but you saw a cottage. So in front of you are two Medusas. You know there's rustling either side of you, but in front of you there are two Medusas, grey-skinned ladies with snakes in their hair, and northwest of them, about 40 feet, is a cottage with a brown door.
So I want to get to that cottage, but first, do I have to be able to see there?
I mean, you can see that they are 15 feet in front of you.
But I can only see the two of them. I can't see the ones that are rustling beside me.
I'd say make a quick perception check as you're just whipping around to, you're in battle mode. You want to check your surroundings.
Tidy 10.
Tidy 10. I mean, you heard them before.
My
so
favourite
you
Christmas Carol character.
Tidy 10.
I'm trying to make it sound more impressive than it really is.
Tidy 10.
We've fallen into a bingo hall, it seems, through this door.
And I'm got a 10, got a 10, got a 10, got a 10, got a
10,
perception,
tidy 10.
run the snake
1
lady
and
over
0,
here.
blind 10.
Blind 10. With that 10, you know that the ruse is up. You know that there is something there. And you can see like a fletchling sticking out of the bush, and the bush is unmoving. You can see another one crouching just to your left with a bow and arrow, just slowly easing its way towards you, peeking over the top of the bush. So there's Backy Lefty.
Backy lefty.
25 feet.
Key
Yeah.
for what I would like to do. Can I see them?
Yes, you can. You can't fully see them, but you know they're there. You can see them. They're not
For
hidden
the
that
purposes of a spell, can I see them?
well. Yeah.
Great.
Purposes of the spell, you can see them.
And do I know whether Medusas speak the same languages as me?
Making an Arcana check?
No.
Because I'm not sure what language it is.
12.
12.
Tidy 12.
Tidy
A
12.
tidy 12.
While I look this up, for the listeners, a fletchling is, I think it's the feathery bit of an arrow.
That's what I understood.
I was
as
doing
well.
a mime of a bird. I was like,
Yeah, I was
is
like,
it
is
a type
that
of
a
bird?
creature? Is it a type of like? I was just like, ooh,
Because a fletcher is someone who
makes them.
Who makes arrows,
makes
yeah.
arrows, right?
That makes a lot of sense.
I had my page bookmarked before. It slipped out.
You said it was going to be chaos, DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way chaos, dear.
Hey, at least 3 of us are ended up in the right place, or the same place.
The same wrong place.
Can't even imagine if we'd all ended up in different places. How much of a headache that'd be for
Oh
them.
my god.
Oh lord.
Doesn't say anything about languages, doesn't say if it speaks
Do I know if they can understand me?
I'd say with that roll, no.
I'm going to give it a go anyway because I feel like they probably would. I'm going in balls deep, basically. I'm wasting both the spell slot and my highest level spell.
Great.
Oh, no, it's not a spell slot. This is my Mystic Arcanum. I am going to try Mass Suggestion.
Oh, yes.
So, I would like to target as many of them as I can, which is, I have to be able to see them, they have to be able to hear and understand me.
Yes.
And we're in a forest, am I right?
Yeah, you're in a clearing of a forest. Yeah, I wasn't clear last time.
What I would like to say to them is I suggest that you climb as high as you can up these trees.
Oh, what did they roll to save that?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw. Please fail.
What do I need to... Oh no, that's a fail. It rolled an 8. Succeed.
How do you know?
Fail. I mean, one rolled an 18.
Oh yeah, it did succeed.
You can just assume these things sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know?
It might not have succeeded.
Well, that was a natural 20, so...
And the rest rolled below 10.
So yeah, one passing.
One of them behind you, you can't tell which, because you're not looking directly at it, I assume, has succeeded. But 3 of them have failed.
So they are gonna do tree climbing. That's what they do.
Cool.
So it continues for 24 hours. Oh, no, if the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to word it as you need to climb all of the trees in the forest
Great.
to keep them busy.
Anything else with your turn?
If I'm being honest, I was really excited about doing that.
Good shout. Really good.
Thank you. Finally, I'm getting to grips with this character.
My housemate is going to be so happy you survived this, because she's like, you're evil, you're killing her. I'm like, well, yeah.
I think that's sort of my bonus actions is all. Do I? No, I can only bonus action if I do a melee attack. So I'm going to go as far as I can towards this building.
What's your movement?
It's 30 foot.
Cool. You run 30 feet. The 2 in front of you failed, so you don't provoke opportunity attacks from them.
Yeah.
And you're the door's just ahead of you. You haven't reached it just yet. It's about 10 feet away from
Oh, so close.
Yeah.
you. Is that it for your turn?
That's it.
Next is the Medusa's turn. So the 2 that you ran past, they look at each other, and then as they look, their eyes just open wide and they drop, and oh no, they both instantly turn to stone.
Oh.
Ooh.
What?
They turn themselves to stone?
Yep, they both turn to stone.
Oh.
One of them in the bushes is like seeing its brethren turn to stone, but it can't compel itself to go help them. It just turns and just as rigidly as possible, it starts climbing up a tree, and it's just howling, trying to get up this tree. And another one is just looking around like, what is happening? But knocks its bow and takes a shot at you, Rox.
That's fair. Also, suggesting that they look at each other would have been a way better thing to do, Daryl. Way cooler. Way cooler. But my brain doesn't work like Daryl.
And it shoots its longbow, whew, and it arcs high, down, boom, about 20 feet wide of you.
Ah!
And that is the Medusa's turn.
Rock's locked out that turn.
It is. It's gonna take its movement towards you, but you're still well ahead of it.
Cool. Phew.
Cool.
Thank you, Daryl's friend, for having my corner.
Damn it, I thought they'd all grab you and turn you into stone immediately.
I thought the same thing.
I mean,
Next in order is the Rock. So, the Rock, after being hit, opened its beak and says, "Can you smell what this rock is cooking? It doesn't matter." No, I'm kidding.
We share a joint hallucination.
It is going to attack the dragon, first of all. It's going to roar, bat its wings. It's curiously, as it's like trying to spread its wings, it keeps hitting something and bashing, so it's not taking flight, it's just kind of clambering towards you, just screeching the whole time. And it's going to attack with its beak on the dragon. This is going to be nasty. I'm sorry. That is a 23 to hit.
ooh, just hits. yeah, hits that.
Hang on. No, it's a 21. Sorry.
Oh, 21. Still hits.
I didn't think you'd encounter this thing, so I wasn't fully prepared.
Well, at least it's attacking Dar's imaginary dragon rather than us.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dice.
How many hit points has your imaginary dragon got?
100.
That's it.
100 hit points? What?
I mean, this is a 5th level spell that I've just been like, blah.
100 hit points?
Yeah, 19 AC, and then 50 plus 10 for each spell level. Oh, no,
That's
wait.
about 5th.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah, I
I
should
just
probably
read
read that properly.
Sorry, I've got the same. Hang on, I just
Okay, it's only got 50.
Still, some.
Still, that's a hefty a hefty thing
Yeah.
to a shield for us to use.
Yeah.
28 points of piercing damage to the dragon.
Nice.
And with its talons, I don't have enough dice.
Oh, God.
Not a good. On things you don't want the DM to say, that's up there.
That's a fun game.
We'll put that on Twitter.
Yeah.
Things you don't want the DM to say that you could also say in bed.
Hey, 10.
That feels like the Twitter version of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
27 points of piercing damage.
27.
Yep,
Was that for its second attack?
that's its second attack.
Okay, the dragon is gone.
I thought you said 100 hit points.
Yeah, I got that wrong. Ben corrected me.
Sorry.
It was only 50.
Ooh.
I thought dragons were supposed to be hard to defeat.
Hey.
Yeah, this is
Real ones,
This is just a
though.
it's
Not
a
ones that
draconic
Dar's
spirit.
just summoned from his imagination.
At least I get to play with all my dice now.
Okay, well, that saved us for a round at least, right?
Seeing that the dragon is down, it's going to roar in a victorious kind of way, as well as you can interpret that, and just screech down at the dead dragon. It's bleeding at its feet, and then its eyes just going to turn towards you, Dar, at the side of its head. It's just going to twitch its neck and look at you, and it's going to stand its ground.
Cool.
Next in the order is Ray.
I'm not sure I had to go.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, no, you did not. Did you not?
Nope.
I completely missed you. You can take your turn now and after Ray, because you should have gone after Rox. I got so carried away because Rox had such a good turn. I completely forgot. Yeah, you should have been after Rox. So take your
Well, hang
turn
on.
now.
No, I'll
and
just take it
one
now,
after.
and then I'll just
Yeah?
wait till it comes around again. That's fine.
You sure?
Yeah. That's all. I've just
Because
I
we've
missed
only
that
just
one
gone
turn.
through the first
Yeah,
round.
That's just
For one round.
That's just one
Yeah.
round of combat. Cool. Okie-do. So Dar said door and pointed somewhere
Yeah.
Over there.
Behind the rock.
behind the rock.
Because I've got like amazing eyes. Dax, you probably don't know that about me.
Yeah,
I can
whatever.
see really well.
Fine. And so the rock is between us and the door currently.
Yes.
Ugh. I mean, that's all sorts of bad, isn't it? Does it look like I can kind of edge round the rock, or is the rock completely just like...
The rock is taking up as much space as you can see,
Okay.
but it is very big. But you can see the door between its legs. So, yeah, whatever you got.
Oh, okay, I'm really tempted to try and thunderstep to the door then. But there's not enough of us here.
If you do choose to thunderstep, everything in the 10,
Yeah.
any unwilling is 10-meter radius that takes damage. But Ray is 20 meters behind you,
Okay, and
so she is out of range. If you
Dar is pretty near me at the moment.
Dar is right next to you because he held hands to get here, and I don't think he moved. Did you move?
No,
Dar?
I didn't.
No, it didn't.
No.
then I'm just leaving Ray by herself, which it feels not a good thing.
That's all right.
Oh, it feels like not a good thing. Okay. Does it look like we could get round the back of the creature?
Yeah, you could dash under its wings. Maybe, if it doesn't swat you in the attempt.
Okay, let's try this then. So I am going to. Dax is going to pull out his little magic wand, like little black magic wand with little white tip at each end, and reaching into his cloak, he's going to pull out like what just looks like a bottle with a little bit of water in it, and he's going to point the wand. He's going to point the wand towards the big rock. And some sort of like ice is going to fly out the end of the wand towards the creature and encase the rock in some icy cold energy. Can it make a Constitution saving throw, please? DC is 17.
It failed. Roll a 15.
Yes. So, on a failed save, it's going to take... Ooh, okay. I rolled well then. It's going to take 17 points of cold damage. And it is covered in ice for 1 minute or until it uses its action to break the ice off itself.
Nice.
Its speed is reduced to 0 until the minute is up or until it decides to do something about the ice.
So it has to use an action to try and break
Has to
through
use
the ice.
its action to break the ice off, otherwise it can carry on, but its speed is reduced to 0.
Okay.
And it takes 17 points of cold damage.
Can it use reactions?
Yep, nothing in there about not using reactions. Just
Brilliant.
speed reduced to 0. Am I actually in combat with the rock at the moment? Or
No. It was in combat with a dragon.
Okay.
And I'd say it's like, it has to be within 5 feet to be within
Yeah.
combat.
Can
and
I
the dragon
start-
was between you.
edging like, can I go round it as far as I can? 30 feet?
I'd say to kind of go around, like, you can't see where the boundaries are. You can tell that the wall is it's hitting something. So I'd say like you can't go around it, but technically pass under it.
Okay.
Its wingspan is that big.
I'm going to try and run under the dragon.
Under
rock,
yeah,
rock,
under the
rock,
bird.
rock,
yeah,
rock.
yeah. And it's gonna take an opportunity attack against you.
Am I leaving it space?
That is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You're gonna take 4d8 plus 9 piercing damage.
I think he's trying to TP chaos.
I think so. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
When he said that we might be done with the campaign by the end of tonight,
You could
didn't think he meant
think it
because
was-
he'd killed us all.
Yeah, because all the characters are dead.
Okay. So you take 26 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
But it struggled to kind of like peck at you, but it can't move anymore. It's trying to raise its talon to swipe at you, but it just can't manage it. But that's all the reactions it's going to take.
Ow.
How you looking, Dax?
Ouch. I'm okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That's all I can do.
Cool. Does that stop your movement, or can you carry on?
No, I don't think it stops my movement.
And how far did you move? You only moved about, I'd say, about 10 feet.
I'd like to move as far as I can, please. 30 feet,
Cool.
please.
You take the rest of your action, and you just run, probably bleeding heavily, profusely, and you run as far as you can, and then you trip and you stumble, but your hand latches onto the handle of the brown door behind the rock.
Okay. I guess I'll wait there till the others catch up.
Sure. And because I missed your turn, sorry about that, we're back to the top of the order, because the rock took its turn just now. It is Ray's turn.
Okay. So, how close is Dax to the rock?
Dax is 20 feet behind the rock.
20 feet
You
behind
are
the rock.
30 feet away from the rock. The rock is 30 feet in front of you.
You're between a rock and a... No, I'm not.
I'm just trying to work out with my swashbuckler rogue. I think there's something special about, like, when I can get sneak attack. I think there's something else.
Yeah, if you're in Sorry, I've played a swashbuckler.
Oh,
so
please help.
If you're in combat with a creature,
Yeah.
so you can... All the normal sneak attack stuff, but the other way you can get it as a swashbuckler is if you're in combat with a creature and no allies of yours are within 5 feet of you, I think it is.
No allies.
Yeah, no allies of you are within 5 feet of you. Because the usual way of getting sneak attack is either advantage on a attack or
Yeah.
another opponent of that creature is in combat with them.
So can I, in theory, run up to it and stab it with my sword and still get sneak attack?
I believe so.
As a swashbuckler.
Yeah, I believe so, as long as you're not near any allies at the time.
And you're far enough away.
And assuming Dar's far enough
Dar
away too.
is where?
Dara's 10 feet ahead of you, Ray.
Cool. So, yeah, I'm going to use my full 30 feet of movement. As I go, I'm pulling out my rapier. And I am going to thrust for its heart.
Go, make an attack roll.
22.
Ooh. Hits.
Yeah.
Roll damage, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tasty stabs.
Damage. Oh, listen to all those dice.
Yeah.
Hey, so much adding.
That is the fun thing about higher level characters, all the dice. So many dice.
Get to use all my dice for once.
27 points of slashing damage.
Oh, 27 you say?
Yes.
That's really good.
It's a rock kebab.
The rock just the blade sinks deep into the rock's breast. It screeches, but because it's frozen, it can't fully recoil, and it's forced to take it without flinching back and absorbing any of the damage. And it just kind of just folds slightly, but its neck is long enough to pink down and just stare you right into your eyes. A bit of saliva drips down from its beak and lands into your arm where the blade is stuck into its breast.
And I'm in a really deep lunge as well. My form is great.
Beautiful.
You'd be doing that happy hour workout with Vicky.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I will try and pull my sword out.
It comes out, and the rock screeches again, and this is a horrible screech, as big as this creature is. It is, because you're this close to it, it is taking up all of your vision. You can't see anything else in front of you but the rock, and it's just screeching right in front of you.
Oh,
The blade comes free.
I can use a bonus action to dash.
Can you?
Rogue.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Cunning action. Bonus action, dash towards the door.
Cool, and because it's used its reaction to attack Dax, it does not provoke an opportunity of attack.
Don't worry about it, sis. It's fine.
Oh.
Dash towards the door, easily make that.
Oh, I feel so cool right now. Just run up to it, stabbed it really hard, and then I feel like I've run between its legs. I don't know how to do it.
Cool. Dar, it is your turn.
How far roughly am I away from the door? I'm about 10 feet from the rock.
10, then you're 30 feet away from the door.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'm going to use all of my movement to rush around the thing and get to the door.
Yeah.
As I approach Dax, I reach into a small pouch next to me, and it's not necessarily over him, but as I'm running, I sort of sprinkle greenish, yellowish, it's almost like powdered leaves as I go. But then Dax, you feel them sprinkle down on top of your head, and you get
In my
16.
head, I'm like, oh, you can keep those and cast Find Familiar. Sorry to interrupt, David, but I had to share.
So it's my Balm of the Summer Court. So it's a bonus action to give health to people, basically. So you get 16 hit points back, but then also 5 temporary hit points as well.
Oh my goodness.
cool.
You're the best, big brother.
It also sounds really cool.
Oh,
Balm of the Summer Court.
I feel like a nice cup of tea.
Guys, we need to go to the fair room.
Yeah.
Everybody come along. It's terrifying.
Oh, why didn't Mum leave me in the fire?
So, but then as I get to the door, because that's only a bonus action, can I use my action to open the door and run? Not necessarily run through it, because that's my full movement, but at least to open the door to show everyone what's beyond.
You can. You can open the door. You open the door, and you get this gust hit you, and it's blinding light. Ray, Dax, and Dar, can you please make charisma saving throws?
Ooh,
Certainly.
okay. I have forgotten everything about my character. I've realised that the spell I did a minute ago, that was a bonus action. I totally also had an action. Forgot all about that.
Sure. That was a 14 for my charisma saving throw.
Okay.
23.
22.
So, Dar, whoosh, you are sucked into the door.
Ooh, fancy.
Dax and Ray, you get this similar feeling, this overwhelming compulsion to be pulled, you know not where. But you have the choice: do you resist or do you submit to the feeling?
I don't like the room with the big rock in. I'm happy to go along with where the door's taking me.
I'm following my twin.
Ah, you guys are so cute when I'm not around.
It's all for show, Mum. We're all just trying to get your attention. That's
Yeah. That's true.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Okay.
Don't say this.
Don't roll a dice and say, "Oh boy." Don't do that.
Oh, he's got his book out, listeners.
Oh no!
I was hoping you'd get it.
I'm so glad you healed me before we got wherever we're going.
Well, yeah. Very nearly grabbed the door before healing you, and I thought that's a bad idea.
Oh, I appreciate the heal.
Grace here, keeping you updated with all things No Small Roles related. Hello, dear listeners. We hope you're enjoying this adventure in Candlekeep. Want to discuss it with your fellow listeners? You can chat with us on Discord. Join our server by clicking the link in the show notes of this episode. You can also contact us on Twitter and Instagram at No Small Roles. And we do have a Facebook page. Simply search No Small Roles. We also super appreciate getting your feedback in review form, which, as a bonus, is also a really useful way of supporting the show. You can review us on places like iTunes and Podchaser, and if you find any other places, let us know. Next week will be our last episode with the Mayastanis before returning to our main storyline and characters. Now, if this has been your first experience of No Small Roles, but you find the number of episodes daunting, we suggest getting up to episode 8 and seeing how you feel about the show from there. There is also a handy recap of episodes 1 to 5 if you want a head start. A quick reminder that you can find the links to the theatre shows some of the cast are currently involved in our show notes. There's the spectacular dragons and mythical beasts, the heartwarming A Map to You, and the dragtastic parody Moulin Rouge. If you are a Patreon, you will find a discount code to use for Moulin Rouge on both Patreon and the Patreon feed on our Discord. And if you'd like to become a Patreon member, head over to patreon.com/No Small Roles, roll spelt ROLLS, to discover the levels of membership available and a whole range of exciting perks. That's all from me for now. Let's get you back to the curious tale of Wisteria Vale.
The three of you,
Yes.
Ray, Dar, and Dax, you are sucked into the door. Same as before, you don't remember the sensation of transitioning between planes, but you suddenly appear. You land, and you are in a dark room. There is a red carpet on the floor, stone walls. There is a door to your left, a brown door, but it is covered with sludge, slime, and there's a window just right next to it that looks like it should look out into some other place, but it's just like an endless sea of grey clouds beyond it. You look around you and there are books in disarray around the place, a broken bookshelf, a toilet, just like a really slimy toilet just off to the corner, and there is a chaise-longue about 20 feet ahead of you. On that chaise-longue is a figure in the dark, and there's a bit of lamplight behind the figure, and it seems that they are reading a book. And as you enter the book, you can hear them say, "Hearken unto my voice, young children of the arable land, and feed upon the endless bounty of knowledge from my forebear, so that this may be a paradise for mortal life herein, and peace be taught to the everlasting." And thus did Ogane's followers leave the arable land, albeit momentarily, to make good the knowledge Ogane gleaned from Tuvia's stone. The Gospel of Ogane by Ishmael al-Hadan. Pity there are no beholders in this story. Alright, you three, what make you of that? And this figure gets up and emerges into the light, and you see a man, quite youngish, maybe in his late 20s, early 30s, red doublet, light brown skin, slicked black hair, and a scar down his cheek.
Ooh, it's our boy. I think it's our boy.
I think it's a man.
And he approaches out of the darkness. So, you heard the treatise. What do you think of that?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, a bunch of rubbish. None of it is helpful. Who are you? How'd you get here?
We're looking for our mum.
You're looking for your mum. That's hilarious. Hey, you got any water or food? Been here for 2 days. Not a sight of either.
Are you trapped?
Yeah, I'm trapped. Damn monsters stuck me in here about a day ago. Think it figured me out.
What monster?
Renica, of course.
Oh.
Who else?
Oh, yeah.
We heard you were like mates.
Huh? Renica and me, friends. No, just a charade. I thought if I clashed with a creature, I'd disturb the balance of whatever the hell this place is. The commoners aren't real anyway, so why did I care?
Yeah, what is... Because they were clicking.
They're constructs, obviously. Come on. Keep up.
Yeah, but... yeah, that makes sense.
And everything
Yeah.
smelt weird
What?
Yeah.
Smelt
in
weird.
the pub and in the outside. It all smelt weird.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Opposite. Oh, opposite. I think, and he struts over to his case of books. He flicks through and he grabs a book, Mordenkainen's Bestiary, and he just flicks through it and it says, yeah, probably what happened when Renica dreamed himself here from the Underdark. Aberrant effects in the weather and other things. That bastard thinks that this is his realm. So whenever he appears, he's foreign to this place. He affects the dreaming of this place. He's not from here, he's not meant to be here, so he's disrupting the natural flow of this place.
Whoa. So he just dreamed himself into being here and he was just like, Pop, I'm here.
That's the only explanation that makes sense. Now, you guys have asked me a bunch of questions. You guys appeared out of nowhere. My turn.
Sorry, we didn't ask your name.
My name?
Just...
Isn't it
Yeah.
custom for strangers to introduce themselves first before asking a bunch of questions?
You are correct. Yes, sorry, I'm Duskroot. This is Ray.
I'm
This is
Thunder.
Dax. He's called Dax.
Called Thunder.
Dax.
And we're looking for Mum. She's like us, but...
Older.
And
Flirtier.
yeah, actually you'd know
Yeah,
if you'd
you would
met Mum.
definitely know if you'd met mum.
And I definitely haven't. After being here for a whole entire year, I've not met another Dragonborn in this place.
Why didn't they make constructs of Dragonborns?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, there aren't any Dragonborns from where I'm from, and this place is a cheap copy of that.
Whoa.
We are, as well as looking for our mum, we came with our mum here to, we think, save you if you're who we think you are.
You're here to save me.
Did Ray fart or is something funny?
You're here to save me.
Yeah.
Really. For real.
For realsies.
Make a
Totes.
persuasion or deception check. I'll let you choose. Ray.
Okay.
Oh, you guys
Well,
need
we
mum
are.
for a persuasion.
We need Mum so much.
Mm.
It's
Oh,
like her
God,
one
Mum.
skill.
Can I've got luck points. I can re-roll my d20, right?
Ooh.
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll because I think I can do better than what I just did.
Ooh.
Yay! Unnatural 20.
Boom!
Yeah, good use of luck.
So if you're here to save me, at least toss me your water skin. I'm parched.
Sure, there you go.
And he takes it and he gulps it. He tips his head back and he drinks. It's running down his chin. He is absolutely parched. Thank you. Tosses it back.
Oh, you can have a cake as well if you like.
A cake? Where'd you get that from?
Town.
He squints his eyes. He walks over towards you, holds out his hand for it,
Gives him the cake.
takes a bite out of it. He shakes his head. Ah, that bastard.
What?
It's just like I remembered.
Is it good or bad?
It's good. It's just... I know this isn't the real thing. I've tasted the real thing. Maya used to make it when I was a boy. She baked all the cakes for the fates, the fairs, the conventions, everything. Every event that you can think of, she would have a cake for it. And here, they've made her reconstruct cakes in celebration of my honor, whatever the hell this celebration is for. So it's just the same. But I know it's not real. Mind you, I cussed you guys out for your manners. I haven't told you my name. My name is Arrant Quill.
We are here to save you.
Yay! We found you.
Ah, really? You found me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looks at you all, narrows his eyes. And how is it that you have come to know of me? You don't look like Trevanians.
Well, we don't actually know because Mum is the one who got the job, but we've just been hired to get you. That's what we know.
Yeah, so we really need you to help us find our mum so we can give you the full information.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Because we're really good at saving people.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Are you outright lying?
I mean, that was a lie that I just said.
Yeah, make a deception.
Does he get advantage because we help? Cheeky, cheeky.
Yeah, because you all
Cheeky
you're
questions.
stuck. Yeah, you're stuck to the story, so I'd allow that. Yeah.
All good.
We worked together for once.
Okay.
Mum would be so proud.
So proud.
That's an 8.
Oh.
That's an 8, even though I got advantage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Hmm. So your mum seems to hold all the cards here.
And a set of 3 dragon ante.
Oh.
Right. So you guys show up out of nowhere, claim you're here to save me, yet you need me to save your mum. What about this story doesn't seem to fit?
Well-
Apart from the fact that you are fucking lying out of your teeth.
We're in your weird house, so why would we know where, like, all your doors go to weird places?
This isn't my fucking house. I'm not here because I chose to be. I've been here a whole year, trapped in this realm, unable to leave. No spell of mine works. I'm unable to hurt myself for whatever reason. I'm trapped here. This is a prison. And you 3 show up conspicuously to save me. And yet you won't tell me who or why that is. So start speaking.
Sorry, did you just say... Sorry. Did you just say that you can't cast spells?
Not to hurt myself.
Oh. I cast Hold Person on him.
Ooh.
You cast the spell out towards him, and you see him twitch his eyebrow as he feels like the spell is trying to be cast on him, and he shakes his head as the spell does not take effect.
Would it make a difference if I'd cast it at 5th level?
You can try.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it at 5th level.
You cast the spell at him, and this time he raises both eyebrows and he folds his arms. Then he shakes his head like, "What are you doing?"
Trying something.
Now listen here, boy. I've travelled many a place, seduced many a person here and there,
Oh, we definitely need to keep Mum away from him.
and that is the limpest piece of charm I've ever felt.
Oh, sorry. I was really trying.
Now, answers please. Who sent you and why?
Your friend?
Yeah.
Which friend?
A lady friend?
Yeah.
You probably seduced her, to be fair. If, that's what you do.
I'm not hearing names.
Because we didn't say any.
A friend from the Harpers?
And as soon as you hear Harper's,
Oh, shit.
his fist goes out and slams into the bookcase, and it just disintegrates.
Ooh.
And you feel the room shake a bit as his fist goes through the bookcase and into the wall.
Oh.
So that's their game. I see.
Can we see any doors?
You see one that's covered in slime.
Uh,
Well, be that as it may, you're trapped in here with me. I haven't found a way out of this room in 2 days. That's how long I've been here.
what about the door over there?
With the sludge.
Sludgy door.
He just waves his hands in the air and just goes, "Knock yourself out." And he sits back down, crosses his legs and folds his hands over the back of his head.
Let's all go and look at the door.
Let's go look at the door together.
Yeah, what are you doing with the door?
Before I go to the door, I'm telepathically going to speak into Star's head first, followed by Ray's, going, "Who has the dagger?"
Not me.
Small shake of my head to say nope.
Okay. Go to the door.
You go to the door. Oh no, what are you doing?
I'll try the door handle if no one else will.
Sure, you touch it. Door handle does not even turn.
I try pushing it.
Nothing happens.
Try pulling it, twisting it.
Nothing happens. It doesn't even budge.
I'll give it a little kick.
Does it even rattle? I'll allow Ray and Dar to make one action before we switch to Rux, because we're still in kind of an loose initiative, and she's the only one in combat.
She's running away from a Medusa still.
Can I do an investigation check then?
Yes, please.
That is a 22.
What are you looking at?
The door. Like, is
Cool.
it- yeah.
You look further and you peer into it, and there is like, it's not like a thick like goosebumps kind of ooze, but it is like a grey slime that is spread across the door and across the window. You go in to touch it, and like, instead of like getting some back when you peel your finger away, it just stays. You get a sense that this isn't natural. This isn't some kind of after effect of neglect where slime just comes after you neglect a room for X amount of time. It's not normal. It's not natural. This slime is blocking anything from...
It's like magical slime.
Could be.
I would like to lick my finger, push it into the slime,
Yeah.
and cast Dispel Magic at 4th level.
Ooh.
To see if that gets rid of it.
Yeah. You touch the slime, you cast that spell, and then, like a chain reaction, you see origami triangles just form out of the sludge and flitter all around the room, and then splash, they disappear. And with that, we're going back to rocks.
Oh my god.
Rocks.
I'm so glad I wasn't there for any of that. I was like, oh my god, what are they gonna do? For me, I am gonna open the door in front of me.
Yeah. More doors.
Oh,
You
no.
open the door.
God.
I assume you want to get sucked in.
Yeah.
You're sucked in, you open your eyes, and you're in a familiar room. You're back in the banquet room.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Banquet room, not the actual dining room, but the banquet room.
The room that I was in before I went through the door.
The very first room you enter the painting.
And is there only one door in that room?
There's only one door, and it's to your right, it's the brown door.
Oh, Daryl, what are you doing to me?
Use the dice. I could have just put you in my... I just wanted to use the dice.
How far is it from where I appeared in the forest to the door? When
You
I
need
was there
10
before.
feet to get to the door,
No, I mean from
Okay.
where I first appeared in the forest to the door.
but you're not in the forest anymore.
No, I know
but
that,
Okay,
I know
okay,
that.
okay.
I'm just thinking
Oh,
about
okay.
what I do. Like, do I go
Alright.
back through the door and like try and? Oh no, but then am I necessarily going to go back to the forest?
Rox, you turn around to see, can I go back? And you look around you. You look behind you. There isn't a door behind you. There is only the door to your right.
Okay, which is the door I went through before? Yeah,
No,
a different door.
it's a different door. There's only one door. You just appeared in this room. You were transported magically into this room.
But no. But the door that is there, is that the door that I previously went through when I was last in this room?
Yes.
I am loving this conversation because I'm understanding what both of you are saying.
Yes,
But
yes, it is.
hilarious.
It's the exact
Cool.
same door, yes.
Before I go through, I would like to investigate this table, just because I didn't before, and I would like to do
Yeah,
it.
go for
please.
it, go for it, go for it.
It's okay. She just sort of has a bit of a glance. Fine.
She's distracted by the door.
Dust off it. Yeah, it's just thinking like, was that door there or was it over there? Did I just come through that door or did I just appear in this room?
I mean, the food on the table smells brilliant. The candied yams and the cheese stuffed peppers, the jerk frog legs, the salted cockatrice eggs, the sturg burgers, the veggie kebabs. It all looks absolutely fantastic.
Oh, the DM wants me to eat it so badly.
I mean, you're
Tasty
looking at this
magical
food.
food.
It looks just as delicious as the first time you were here, and the door is the same door you used when you were first here.
I really want to eat the food, but Rox would not eat the food. Rox would keep going.
You can go
Shall I
to the
roll?
door.
Shall I roll? Like, do I?
Oh, if
do
you
I
want.
do I
Roll for
please
temptation.
Daryl, or do I stick with the actual character?
I feel like
She
Vicky
sticks with
wants
the
to
actual
eat.
character.
Vicky wants to eat the food.
And she's gonna. No, I want. No, I rolled for it. She's gonna go back through the door again.
Sure. You go
It's
open
all
the door.
she can do.
Sure, you open the door. You're you're sucked through.
Please tell me there's a giant frozen rock in front
You
of
open the
Rox.
door and you land. You open your eyes, and the feeling of grass beneath your feet. As you're back in the forest.
Have the Medusas reset, or are they still climbing
Is it a computer game? Can they
And you hear this writhing as you see 3 ladies with snakes in their hair just scrabbling up these trees, just trying to get as high as they can.
Is there one that's sort of running towards the door of the cottage?
You look ahead of you. There is one with a bow, just like looking around the house, just like looking at staring at the door, wondering where you've gone. And you're like 15 feet behind it.
And there's one way into the cottage, which is through the door.
It's through the door, which is like 10 feet in ahead of the Medusa. So I say with your movement, because you've used 15 feet, you can just run and get to the door.
That is all there is around, right?
That's it.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the door. Come on.
Yeah, you run through.
Come on,
as soon
Mum.
as you run past the Medusa, you hear,
I'm obviously not looking.
you're not looking. Yeah, fine. You run, you open the door.
Come on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh no. Oh no, you're not back in the dining room.
If I'm back in the banquet room, I'm gonna eat the candied yams. I'm just saying.
You open the door. The sucking feeling comes. You open you open your eyes, and you get that whiff of a well-cooked meal.
Oh no.
I think she says out loud to herself, someone wants me to eat this food, and she digs into the candied yams.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Ridiculous.
You eat the candied yams.
Just one bite.
Yeah, sure. Make a deck saving throw.
Deck saving throw. What kind of candied yams are these?
Deck saving, yeah. You drop the yam.
You drop the yams.
Maybe as soon as something's lifted, like an arrow comes out the wall, like weight distribution thing. Jubba, jubba, jubba.
You have to put a banana down when you take the yam really quickly.
Oh dear. A tidy 10.
Tidy 10. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's a tidy 10. It's very good. It's very strong.
Yeah, you eat the candied yams. They're delicious. They're delicious. Tastes fine. And as soon as you swallow, and you're like, that was interesting, you light up like a disco.
What?
There are all sorts of colours all over you, dancing around you, and you're like, what the heck is this? In your long-standing adventuring career, you know that you have been hit with a fairy fire spell.
Oh no! How long does fairy fire last?
This particular effect is long-lasting. It lasts... I shouldn't tell you, but it lasts for an hour. Because you ate it.
Oh my god. She's gonna pocket the rest of the candied yams for sure.
Sure. I mean, you could dash and go through the door instead, or you can just third time's a charm.
Oh my god. And there's nothing else I can do in this room.
You can eat more food.
I think like she pockets as much food as she can, like a little bit of each of the food.
Yeah.
So she takes like a bit of the candy jams, a bit of whatever, like a few different dishes, because she's like, I'm gonna try this out on stuff.
Cheese stuffed peppers,
Yep,
jerk
in
frog
they go.
legs,
In they go.
salted cockatrice eggs,
Yeah, in they go.
sturge burgers. Don't know how to pronounce
Oh,
that.
Sturge burgers.
Sturge burgers, yeah.
Sturge burgers.
Ooh,
What are they?
Sturge. What's a
they're
sturge?
like tiny little moth pterodactyl things.
Ooh.
And they don't they
They
paralyze
suck your
you?
blood. No, they latch onto you and then like start sucking your blood out. But like once they're latched,
So is
they
it-
can just keep
Is it
doing
like a black pudding, like a sturge burger? Then is it just like?
I don't know what it looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Just says the sturge burger
Blood-filled.
and what happens when you eat it.
Ugh.
Okay, so she's gonna like pocket all of that because
Pocket one of everything, yeah.
yeah, 2 of everything.
Two of everything,
And oh my god.
glowing brightly.
She opens the door as if like, I don't know what's gonna be worse, going back to the bloody forest or seeing my kids lit up like a fairy fire. She's like in the back there, she's like, Dar is never going to let this go if he sees me. But I do need to find them.
Sure. You.
Oh.
You.
Oh no.
You. Give me a second. Oh gosh. Okay, this is ridiculous. All right, you open the door. You get through. This time you're like, I've had enough of this. I've absolutely had it with this maze of bullshit. And you get sucked in, and you go eyes open, and as you go through, you see a verdant forest, green, some movement, some grey-skinned
Let me
women
guess.
climbing
Let me
trees.
get a Medusa having a look round a house that's like dashing distance.
And your eyes are wide open. It's like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Your cheeks are flapping like there's disco lights all over you. You look like a pride flag.
no.
And as you go, as you're looking, and it's looking like you're going to drop straight into your forest, there's a left turn suddenly. And it's like you're going through like a wormhole, and it's going so fast. Your eyes are drying up really quickly, and then the world catches up to you, and you stutter, and you drop down. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, 18.
18, and you land, superhero landing. Boom.
Boom, power pose.
Some of the food drops out your pocket. You just catch it, and you look up, and you see your 3 children looking back at you in utter surprise, like, "What the fuck are you dressed as?"
In a power pose. Lit up by fairy fire.
Oh my gosh! Sorry, I rolled for you to end up in the forest. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't hack it. I just like, let's move on.
Oh gosh.
And as you land in the forest, oh shit!
You're so used to it now.
Forest.
So used to it.
As you land in the room, Quill snaps up. He sees you. He looks at the origami like sludge just dissipating, and he says, "Huh, you're the mum, eh?"
Mom!
Oh, so you've been telling this lad all about me, have you?
Yeah.
Mum, you just got a little bit of something on you.
Bit of a
Don't worry about
disco.
this.
Yeah.
Bit of flashy. We told you
Little bit
she
of
was pretty special, right? Pretty charming.
Yeah.
Oh, I am special, darling.
You ate the candied yams.
I certainly did. Would you like one?
No, thank you.
Sturge burger?
Look, if you should.
Cockatrice egg? It's salted.
DM, can I cast dancing lights to create 4 extra torch-sized lights that are going
Absolutely.
to start like going around Mum while this is going on?
Oh my god.
If you're going to eat any of those, he says, you should probably eat the Sturge burgers, but avoid everything else.
What's in the Sturge burgers?
Sturge. What else?
Oh, it doesn't do anything like this.
No. Anyway, while you discuss that, let's get out of here. I've been here for a day and a half, and he walks.
Hang
2
on.
days.
Are you who I think you are?
Yeah, Errant Quill, nice to meet you. Opens the door. Vroom, a flash of light consumes you, and you all get sucked in. And instead of like being warped through somewhere strange, you land into a grand ballroom. It's huge, it's sparkling. There are people, the villagers you saw earlier in the day in all their finery, large paintings across the walls.
At least one of us made the effort, am I right?
Yes, Queen. Yes, you did. And at the end of the hall, you see a floating eyeball with eye stalks all around it, and another errant quill standing right next to it. You guys land into the ballroom. All the villagers are, it's two quills. There's two quills. Oh my gosh. And then the eyeball sees you. Its eye stretches louder, and there is a rumbling in this room. Everything starts shaking. The chandelier, golden and sparkling above you, starts rocking from side to side, and you just hear this roar as its teeth, big, toothy maw, opens up, and it roars.
You're just not my type.
And that's what we'll end it.
I'm excited.
we've met the beholder.
Quite glad we didn't have the knife on us then, because definitely would have stabbed the first one and then would have had to explain that to the second.
But which one's which?
Which one's which?
Which one's which? We gotta stab them both.
You have been listening to Daryl Bailey as your Dungeon Master, Vicky Gaskin as Rox, David Knight as Dar, Grace Kelly Miller as Ray, and Ben Galpin as Dax. Original music by David Knight. The Tale of Wisteria Vale by Kienna Shaw. Thank you for listening to No